18 Natural Home Remedies to Control High Blood Pressure Without Medication, Science-Backed. Hi guys, welcome back to MyBetterMe channel. Before we get into the 18 natural home remedies to control high blood pressure without medication. If you are interested in proven ways to improving your overall health, which I know you are, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel to get more awesome and helpful videos on natural home remedies, weight loss, beauty tips and overall health like this one. Alright, let's dive right into it. Blood pressure is the force at which blood pumps from the heart into the arteries. A normal blood pressure reading is less than 120/80ths of a millimeter Hg. When blood pressure is high, the blood moves through the arteries more forcefully. This puts increased pressure on the delicate tissues in the arteries and damages the blood vessels. High blood pressure, or hypertension, affects about half of American adults, and less than half of the people with high blood pressure have it under control. Estimates the American College of Cardiology. High blood pressure can cause serious health problems without showing any warning signs. In fact, it is known as a silent killer. It usually doesn't cause symptoms until there's significant damage done to the heart. Without visible symptoms, most people are unaware that they have high blood pressure. If left uncontrolled, high blood pressure raises your risk of heart disease and stroke. When your blood pressure is too high for too long, it puts you at risk for heart disease, stroke, kidney damage or an aneurysm formation, explains Colin A. Kraft, MD, physician at Penn Heart and Vascular Center, Washington Square. If you've been diagnosed with high blood pressure, you might be worried about taking medication to bring your numbers down. Lifestyle plays an important role in treating your high blood pressure. If you successfully control your blood pressure with a healthy lifestyle, you might avoid, delay or reduce the need for medication. But there's good news. There are a number of things you can do to lower your blood pressure naturally, even without medication. Here are 25 natural ways to combat high blood pressure. 1. Exercise regularly. Regular physical activity, such as 150 minutes a week, or about 30 minutes most days of the week, can lower your blood pressure by about 5 to 8 millimeters Hg if you have high blood pressure. It's important to be consistent because if you stop exercising, your blood pressure can rise again. If you have elevated blood pressure, exercise can help you avoid developing hypertension. If you already have hypertension, regular physical activity can bring your blood pressure down to safer levels. Some examples of aerobic exercise you may try to lower blood pressure include walking, jogging, cycling, swimming or dancing. You can also try high-intensity interval training, which involves alternating short bursts of intense activity with subsequent recovery periods of lighter activity. Strength training also can help reduce blood pressure. Aim to include strength training exercises at least 2 days a week. Not a fan of the gym? Take your workout outside. Go for a hike, jog, or swim and still reap the benefits. The important thing is to get moving. 2. Lose extra pounds and watch your waistline. Blood pressure often increases as weight increases. Being overweight also can cause disrupted breathing while you sleep apnea, which further raises your blood pressure. Weight loss is one of the most effective lifestyle changes for controlling blood pressure. Losing even a small amount of weight if you're overweight or obese can help reduce your blood pressure. In general, you may reduce your blood pressure by about 1 millimeter of mercury, mHg, with each kilogram, about 2.2 pounds, of weight you lose. Besides shedding pounds, you generally should also keep an eye on your waistline. Carrying too much weight around your waist can put you at greater risk of high blood pressure. In general, men are at risk if their waist measurement is greater than 40 inches, 102 centimeters. Women are at risk if their waist measurement is greater than 35 inches, 89 centimeters. These numbers vary among ethnic groups. Ask your doctor about a healthy waist measurement for you. 3. Add more potassium to your diet. Not only does potassium help regulate heart rate, it can also reduce the effects of sodium in the body. Potassium helps your body get rid of sodium and also eases tension in your blood vessel walls, both of which help to further lower blood pressure, says Dr. Kraft. The most effective way to increase your potassium intake is by adjusting your diet, as opposed to taking supplements. Potassium-rich foods include fruits like bananas, melons, oranges, apricots, avocados and tomatoes, milk, yogurt and cream cheese, leafy green vegetables, potatoes and sweet potatoes, tuna and salmon, beans, nuts and seeds. While incorporating these foods into your diet can improve heart health, it's important to talk with your doctor about the potassium level that's right for you. Also, if you have significant kidney disease, you should avoid consuming too much potassium, because your kidneys may not be able to eliminate it. Eating fresh fruits and vegetables, which are rich in potassium, can help lower blood pressure. 4. Eat a healthy diet. Eating a diet that is rich in whole grains, fruits, vegetables and low-fat dairy products and skims on saturated fat and cholesterol can lower your blood pressure by up to 11 mmHg if you have high blood pressure. This eating plan is known as the Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension diet. It isn't easy to change your eating habits, but with these tips, you can adopt a healthy diet. Keep a food diary. Writing down what you eat, even for just a week, can shed surprising light on your true eating habits. Monitor what you eat, how much, when and why. Consider boosting potassium. Potassium can lessen the effects of sodium on blood pressure. The best source of potassium is food, such as fruits and vegetables, rather than supplements. Talk to your doctor about the potassium level that's best for you. Be a smart shopper. Read food labels when you shop and stick to your healthy eating plan when you're dining out, too. 5. Reduce sodium in your diet. Even a small reduction in the sodium in your diet can improve your heart health and reduce blood pressure by about 5 to 6 mmHg if you have high blood pressure. The effect of sodium intake on blood pressure varies among groups of people. In general, limit sodium to 2,300 mg/mg a day or less. However, a lower sodium intake, 1,500 mg a day or less, is ideal for most adults. To decrease sodium in your diet, consider these tips. Read food labels. If possible, choose low-sodium alternatives of the foods and beverages you normally buy. Eat fewer processed foods. Only a small amount of sodium occurs naturally in foods. Most sodium is added during processing. Don't add salt. Just 1 level teaspoon of salt has 2,300 mg of sodium. Use herbs or spices to add flavor to your food. Ease into it. If you don't feel you can drastically reduce the sodium in your diet suddenly, cut back gradually. Your palate will adjust over time. 6. Cut back on caffeine. If you've ever downed a cup of coffee before you've had your blood pressure taken, you'll know that caffeine causes an instant boost. However, there's not a lot of evidence to suggest that drinking caffeine regularly can cause a lasting increase. In fact, people who drink caffeinated coffee and tea tend to have a lower risk of heart disease, including high blood pressure, than those who don't drink it. Caffeine may have a stronger effect on people who don't consume it regularly. If you suspect you're caffeine sensitive, cut back to see if it lowers your blood pressure. Bottom line. Caffeine can cause a short-term spike in blood pressure, although for many people, it does not cause a lasting increase. 7. Limit your alcohol consumption. Some research shows that drinking alcohol in moderation can benefit your heart. However, too much alcohol consumed at one time can cause a sudden spike in your blood pressure. Monitoring alcohol intake is very important. Alcoholic beverages can contain significant amounts of calories and sugar, which can contribute to increased body fat and weight gain, both of which are factors that can lead to higher blood pressure over time, says Dr. Kraft. If you do drink, the American Heart Association recommends that men limit their alcohol consumption to 2 drinks per day. For men and women, limit their alcohol intake to 1 drink per day. A drink is 1/12 ounces. Beer, 4 ounces. Of wine, 1.5 ounces. Of 80 proof spirits or 1 ounce. Of 100 proof spirits. If you're currently taking medication to treat high blood pressure, you should be especially mindful of your alcohol intake. Besides the effect on your blood pressure, alcohol can also reduce the effectiveness of blood pressure medications, explains Dr. Kraft. 8. Find ways to reduce your stress. We all have stress in our day-to-day lives. A flat tire in the middle of rush hour, a looming deadline at work, that can cause a temporary spike in blood pressure. In most cases, once the stressful situation is resolved, your heart rate and blood pressure return to normal. However, chronic stress may put you at risk for a variety of long-term health issues, including high blood pressure, heart disease and stroke. Stress can also increase your blood pressure levels if your coping mechanisms involve eating unhealthy food, drinking alcohol or smoking. While it's impossible to eliminate all stressors from your life, Learning to cope with them in a healthier way can make a positive impact on your health and wellness, which can in turn lower your blood pressure. Some methods to help alleviate or deal with stress include reframing your mindset. Focus on the things you can control, instead of worrying about situations that are out of your hands. Many times, our anxieties stem from the what-if instances that might not ever occur. Putting those thoughts into perspective and reminding yourself to stay present can help calm those worries. Avoid stress triggers. Try to avoid putting yourself in unnecessary stressful situations. For example, try leaving for work a few minutes early to beat rush hour traffic. Practice gratitude. Acknowledging all the positives in our lives often helps to shift the focus away from what we want or what we are lacking. In addition, outwardly expressing gratitude to others can also help reduce feelings of stress. Take time to relax and enjoy. Carve out time for things that bring you joy. Whether that's eating a good meal, spending time with loved ones, or listening to an interesting podcast on your commute, find time to incorporate small moments of enjoyment throughout the day. Bottom line, chronic stress can contribute to high blood pressure. Finding ways to manage stress can help. 9. Eat dark chocolate or cocoa. Here's a piece of advice you can really get behind. While eating massive amounts of dark chocolate probably won't help your heart, small amounts may. That's because dark chocolate and cocoa powder are rich in flavonoids, which are plant compounds that cause blood vessels to dilate. A review of studies found that flavonoid-rich cocoa improved several markers of heart health over the short term, including lowering blood pressure. For the strongest effects, use non-alkalized cocoa powder, which is especially high in flavonoids and has no added sugars. 10. Follow the DASH diet. Following the dietary approaches to stop hypertension, DASH diet can lower your blood pressure by as much as 11 mm Hg systolic. The DASH diet consists of eating fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, eating low-fat dairy products, lean meats, fish, and nuts, eliminating foods that are high in saturated fats, such as processed foods, full-fat dairy products, and fatty meats. It also helps to cut back on desserts and sweetened beverages, such as soda and juice. 11. Quit smoking. Among the many reasons to quit smoking is that the habit is a strong risk factor for heart disease. Every puff of cigarette smoke causes a slight, temporary increase in blood pressure. The chemicals in tobacco are also known to damage blood vessels. Surprisingly, studies haven't found a conclusive link between smoking and high blood pressure. Perhaps this is because smokers develop a tolerance over time. Still, since both smoking and high blood pressure raise the risk of heart disease, quitting smoking can help lessen that risk. Bottom line, there's conflicting research about smoking and high blood pressure, but what is clear is that both increase the risk of heart disease. 12. Cut added sugar and refined carbs. There's a growing body of research showing a link between added sugar and high blood pressure. In the Framingham Women's Health Study, women who drank even 1 soda per day had higher levels than those who drank less than 1 soda per day. Another study found that having 1 less sugar-sweetened beverage per day was linked to lower blood pressure. And it's not just sugar, all refined carbs, such as the kind found in white flour, convert rapidly to sugar in your bloodstream and may cause problems. Some studies have shown that low-carb diets may also help reduce blood pressure. One study on people undergoing statin therapy found that those who went on a 6-week, carb-restricted diet saw a greater improvement in blood pressure and other heart disease markers than people who did not restrict carbs. Bottom line, refined carbs, especially sugar, may raise blood pressure. Some studies have shown that low-carb diets may help reduce your levels. 13. Eat berries. Berries are full of more than just juicy flavor. They're also packed with polyphenols, natural plant compounds that are good for your heart. Polyphenols can reduce the risk of stroke, heart conditions, and diabetes, as well as improving blood pressure, insulin resistance, and systemic inflammation. One study assigned people with high blood pressure to a low polyphenol diet or a high polyphenol diet containing berries, chocolate, fruits, and vegetables. Those consuming berries and polyphenol-rich foods experienced improved markers of heart disease risk. Bottom line, berries are rich in polyphenols, which can help lower blood pressure and the overall risk of heart disease. 14. Eat calcium-rich foods. People with low calcium intake often have high blood pressure. While calcium supplements haven't been conclusively shown to lower blood pressure, calcium-rich diets do seem linked to healthful levels. For most adults, the calcium recommendation is 1,000 mg/mg per day. For women over 50 and men over 70, it's 1,200 mg per day. In addition to dairy, you can get calcium from collard greens and other leafy greens, beans, sardines, and tofu. Here is a list of calcium-rich plant-based foods. Bottom line: calcium-rich diets are linked to healthy blood pressure levels. You can get calcium through eating dark leafy greens and tofu, as well as dairy. 15. Take natural supplements. Some natural supplements may also help lower blood pressure. Here are some of the main supplements that have evidence behind them. Aged garlic extract. Researchers have used aged garlic extract successfully as a standalone treatment and along with conventional therapies for lowering blood pressure. Berberine. Traditionally used in Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine, berberine may increase nitric oxide production, which helps decrease blood pressure. Whey protein. A 2016 study found that whey protein improved blood pressure and blood vessel function in 38 participants. Fish oil. Long credited with improving heart health, fish oil may benefit people with high blood pressure the most. Hibiscus. Hibiscus flowers make a tasty tea. They're rich in anthocyanins and polyphenols that are good for your heart and may lower blood pressure. Bottom line: researchers have investigated several natural supplements for their ability to lower blood pressure. 16. Eat foods rich in magnesium. Magnesium is an important mineral that helps blood vessels relax. While magnesium deficiency is pretty rare, many people don't get enough. Some studies have suggested that getting too little magnesium is linked with high blood pressure, but evidence from clinical studies has been less clear. Still, eating a magnesium-rich diet is a recommended way to ward off high blood pressure. You can incorporate magnesium into your diet by consuming vegetables, dairy products, legumes, chicken, meat, and whole grains. Bottom line: magnesium is an essential mineral that helps regulate blood pressure. Find it in whole foods, such as legumes and whole grains. 17. Monitor your blood pressure at home and see your doctor regularly. Home monitoring can help you keep tabs on your blood pressure, make certain your lifestyle changes are working, and alert you and your doctor to potential health complications. Blood pressure monitors are available widely and without a prescription. Talk to your doctor about home monitoring before you get started. Regular visits with your doctor are also key to controlling your blood pressure. If your blood pressure is well controlled, check with your doctor about how often you need to check it. Your doctor may suggest checking it daily or less often. If you're making any changes in your medications or other treatments, your doctor may recommend you check your blood pressure starting 2 weeks after treatment changes and a week before your next appointment. 18. Get support. Supportive family and friends can help improve your health. They may encourage you to take care of yourself, drive you to the doctor's office, or embark on an exercise program with you to keep your blood pressure low. If you find you need support beyond your family and friends, consider joining a support group. This may put you in touch with people who can give you an emotional or morale boost and who can offer practical tips to cope with your condition. And also make sure you are subscribed to this channel, as we'll be putting out helpful content that will help and support you every day. The risks of high blood pressure. When left untreated, high blood pressure can lead to serious health complications, including stroke, heart attack, and kidney damage. Regular visits to your doctor can help you monitor and control your blood pressure. A blood pressure reading of 130/80ths of a millimeter Hg or above is considered high. If you've recently received a diagnosis of high blood pressure, your doctor will work with you on how to lower it. Your treatment plan might include medication, lifestyle changes, or a combination of therapies. Taking the above steps can help bring your numbers down, too. Experts say each lifestyle change, on average, is expected to bring down blood pressure by 4 to 5 mm Hg systolic, the top number, and 2 to 3 mm Hg diastolic, the bottom number. Lowering salt intake and making dietary changes may lower blood pressure even more. Do you have high blood pressure, also known as hypertension? We've got you covered. Check the description of this video below to learn more on how to control it. And also check out our recommendation. You might avoid seeing your doctor. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask us in the comment section below and we'll respond to you as fast as possible. It's always our pleasure to help. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please share with your friends and family, click the like button. And subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so, comment, "I subscribed," and we'll get back to you. And turn on the notification bell icon so you will be notified about our new uploads. We put out great and helpful content like this on this channel every day. Take care. See you tomorrow.